Once upon a time, in a small village at the foot of a mountain, there lived a young man known for his laziness. While other villagers worked hard in the fields and workshops, he spent his days lying under a tree, napping and daydreaming. One day, a wise man came to the village. Whenever he asked for alms, he saw the young man sleeping under the same tree. Eventually, the monk approached him and asked, "Why do you lie here all the time? Why don't you work in the fields?" The young man replied casually, "Oh, let me sleep. Working in the fields is hard. I can't do that." He laid back down, uninterested. Seeing the young man's laziness, the monk asked, "Do you want to become rich?" This ignited the young man's interest. He sat up and said, "Yes, of course. Can you make me rich?" The monk smiled, pointed to the mountain and said, "Behind that mountain there is a cave with a precious diamond. If you find it, you will be rich forever." The young man was intrigued but hesitant. "But it is difficult to climb the mountain," he said. The monk replied, "If you can't even do this, then leave it." He began to walk away. "Wait, I will go there," the young man exclaimed. "Are you telling the truth?" The monk assured him and warned, "But the cave is on the other side of the mountain. It won't be easy to reach." Despite his hesitation, the young man, driven by the thought of the diamond, set off on his journey. The climb was tough, and he quickly became tired, but a cool breeze and the promise of wealth kept him going. After a long struggle, he reached the top and was amazed by the breathtaking beauty. He felt a sense of accomplishment. Now it was time to descend, and the descent was even more challenging and dangerous. He stumbled and fell many times but kept going, driven by the thought of the diamond. Finally, he reached the cave, but it was empty. There was no diamond. He searched again and again, but the result was the same. There was no diamond. He became disappointed and wondered why the monk had deceived him. Now he had to return, but he no longer had the courage to climb the mountain again. For a moment, he considered giving up and staying where he was, but he knew he couldn't survive there for long. Despite his exhaustion, he gathered his courage and started the journey back. After much trouble, he made it back to the village and went straight to the monk. The monk greeted him with a smile and said, "Oh, you have come back, angry and confused." The young man said, "Why did you lie to me? There was no diamond in the cave." The monk looked at him kindly and said, "But I think you found it." The young man was confused. The monk continued, "My dear friend, you have found the diamond of diligence. Before this journey, you were too lazy to even work in the fields. But now, you have climbed a mountain and returned. You have become diligent and agile, and that is the true diamond. With it, you can achieve anything in life." Upon hearing this, the young man realized the monk was right. He had always been capable of great things, but his laziness had held him back. Now, he understood that he possessed the diamond of diligence. With this newfound determination, he knew he could overcome any obstacle in his path. From that day onwards, he began working in the fields with dedication and hard work. In our lives, we often encounter laziness and procrastination, and this story beautifully explains the reasons behind them. The primary cause of laziness is a lack of motivation. People become lazy when they lack a clear purpose or goal in life. In the story, the young man was initially lazy, but when the monk told him about the diamond, he was motivated to find it. Similarly, when we lack goals, we feel demotivated and become lazy. But having a goal and a strong desire to achieve it can make our laziness disappear, driving us to work towards our objectives. Another reason for laziness is having easy alternatives. The young man was comfortable in his village because he had easy access to food and shelter. But when he ventured beyond the mountain, he realized that he could not survive there without effort. This lack of alternatives forced him to act. In our lives, we often fail to push ourselves if we have easy options. By putting ourselves in situations where success is the only option, we can eliminate laziness and become more determined. The third reason for laziness is not recognizing our abilities. The young man never believed he could climb the mountain and return. But when he accomplished this, his confidence grew and he realized his potential. This shows that we all have hidden capabilities, but we fail to discover them due to laziness and procrastination. Once we start believing in ourselves, we can achieve anything. Diligence, as shown in the story, is crucial for personal growth and success. It is the consistent effort to accomplish tasks even when they are difficult or tiresome. Diligence has the ability to turn potential into reality. It helps us build skills, achieve our dreams, and lead a fulfilling life. Laziness is not something to accept or tolerate. It is a challenge to overcome and a hurdle to leap over. By embracing diligence and setting ambitious goals, we can push ourselves to achieve our dreams, even when they seem impossible. So let us rise above laziness, harness our inner potential, and embark on the journey toward a fulfilling and successful life, knowing that the true diamond lies within our unwavering determination and hard work.